Just let your soul go. Just let it shine through. Just let your soul, baby, feeling oh so silky smooth. Just let it shine through. Just let your soul go. So glow.
Love y'all, boys. Love you. Love you. I go to war with every single one of you, every fucking game, all right? Love you, 1-7. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Win.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth, can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have me douse, not what I'm about, have your fucking cloud. It be raining now, I keep making sound, go another round, bitch I'm legend bound, can't stop me now. You don't wanna fuck with me, a slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and I'll show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me that I can. 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 It's showtime.
Welcome to Friday Night Lights. I'm your host, Tommy, to the highest degree to the TOP from the 313, and by my side is my main man, my toucan Sam, the one they call the Apex Man, Mr. Mikey. Happy Friday to you, and happy Friday to all of Bill's Mafia that is rocking with us tonight. Mikey, the 53 is set. You are happy. You are having a nice long Labor Day weekend ahead of you.
Ooh, doggy.
And we are here. We are here for the peeps.
And Scott would like us to just play our intro music on a loop.
You know, man. You know what? I've never done this, right? I've never done this before, but we're going to do it.
Love y'all, boys. Love you. Love you. I go to war with every single one of you, every fucking game, all right?
Love you, 1-7.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Win.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth, can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have me douse, not what I'm about, have your fucking cloud. It be raining now, I keep making sound, go another round, bitch I'm legend bound, can't stop me now. You don't wanna fuck with me, a slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and I'll show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me that I can. 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 It's showtime.
You know, I said, why not? Why not? It was for Scotty, for some people who missed the intro. There it is. One time only. But hey, if you're on time, you're going to catch that intro every single time. So what is up, Mikey? Once again, happy Friday to you and happy Friday to all of Bill's Mafia. Man, the 53. Mikey, let's start with there. Unless you got something first you want to talk about.
Well, we can start with the 53,
go ahead.
and then we can go around the league because there is news around the league. However, I would like to say that was the perfect time to play that re-intro again, as this is the final weekend without actual football before the 2025 season begins. And that excites me.
We're here. I mean, finally, right? Like,
right?
I mean, God, like these off seasons are just brutal. I I'm dying for football. College football's back as well. I know you're not too big into college football, but bro, college football and NFL, right up my alley, bro. I love it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not into college football. I watch a little bit of it. I'm not a diehard college football guy, but I enjoy football altogether, and I'm excited. Like, I'm thankful for the fact that the Bills play deep into the season, so our offseason is shorter than some.
Yeah.
If we were doing this during the drought, it would be really long offseason.
Yeah, no doubt.
So, yeah, let's start with the 53, and then we'll jump into some around the league because there was a big trade this week that kind of took over the headlines.
Yes, there was. And I am shocked. I'm not gonna lie. Like I am very surprised that Micah got dealt. I'm not gonna lie, and I think a lot of people were. Michael, what's his name? God, the receiver. I can't believe Michael Irvin was on literally 5 minutes. He recorded a video saying, "Ain't no way Jerry's gonna trade Micah Parsons. There's no way it's going to happen. He's going to get the deal done." And literally, like 5 minutes after the deal got done, and he went and did another video. It's like, I don't know, like he was shocked. And I'll be honest, like I said, I'll be honest, I am too, because if you go back in the history of Jerry Jones, for the most part, he's always paid his guys. He always played hardball. Don't get me wrong. He always played hardball. Matter of fact, like I said last week, watching that documentary, and I didn't even know this, Emmitt Smith sat out the first 3 games. Emmitt Smith was like, "Fuck that, you're going to pay me." And Jerry caved in. You know why? They were 1-3 or one. I don't think they even won a game at that point. And he knew right then, I need my playmaker back on the field, right? So he wound up paying Emmitt, and Emmitt wound up leading the league in rushing and still missed 3 games, right? So he understands, and he understood at that time at least, you got to pay your playmakers, right? And ultimately, man, he does, but this time around, nope. And it is odd. We have nobody in the chat right now, and everybody was in the chat earlier, but we are. There is.
The chat.
We are live
on YouTube.
Oh, really?
We just can't see it.
Oh no, StreamYard's having a problem then.
Yeah.
Yeah. So guys, there it is. I see it now. Weird, huh?
That was odd.
Really odd. Okay.
Really odd. Okay, I think I fixed that at least for a second.
Okay. Oh, you put the show comments on stage and then it popped up?
And then it popped up.
It shouldn't do that. That's weird. If you turn it back off, I wonder what happens.
I don't know. We'll leave
sorry,
it on
guys.
for now.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. But I was like, what the hell's going on?
The offseason went quick.
Nah, bro. Listen, anytime you lose, don't make it Super Bowl, or whatever. Even if you lose Super Bowl, man, the off seasons are brutal. I don't think it went quick at all.
Don't start with Parsons. Don't start with Parsons.
Yeah. I mean, we can get into your news first. We can continue on the Parsons thing until we get to the 53.
Let's get to the 53 first, and then we'll.
You want to get to the 53?
Yeah.
All right.
So with the 53, was there any major surprises? Because we went through our projected and what we would do. I was actually pretty close on the overall what I thought was going to happen. I think I missed on like 1 or 2. That was it. And I thought it came down to the big 3. You know what I mean? Love that Shavers got the call.
Yeah.
Carlo or
whatever his name is. Yeah.
Yeah. Love that he made the practice squad.
Good for him.
With Wilkerson on the practice squad over, Hamler or one of the other younger. Because Wilkerson's already 27, 28 years old. He's
an older. Yes, he's been around the league a little while. I don't know. Something about Hamler and McDermott. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't get it with him. And listen, I'm not saying Hamler's like this awesome player, but I feel like he can provide something, and they just do not. For one other reason or not, they just don't want to give the guy a chance. So it is what it is, man.
Right? Like he said, let's go over the 53. And then Tommy's like, around the league, let's go. Oh, it's all good. There's so much to talk about, with so much time tonight. Got nowhere to be, got nothing to do. Let's hang out, just talk football. So then we found out some other crazy ones that are going on. We signed Jordan Phillips. We find out that it's to the practice squad, not the 53.
Correct.
But then we find out Jordan Poyer's coming home.
Poe.
After we were joking about it. Remember, we were joking about it last week. Him and Mitch Morris signing back.
I think you asked me. Was it you that asked me if I would rather have him or Hamlin?
Yeah.
Didn't you ask me that? And I said I was on the fence, but I might go with Poyer. I still stick with that. I gotta be honest with you. I still stick with what I said. I don't know. Obviously the last time we saw Poyer was last year, and he made a huge mistake against us, right? That kept the drive going, and but you know what, man? Listen, at the end of the day, Poyer. The difference between I'll tell you why I like this a little bit over the Hyde. He's been active, right? He didn't miss a year. He you know what I mean? He doesn't have a severe neck injury. Hyde coming in that late last year, it was never going to happen. That was going to be the very, very last resort if he was ever going to see the field. Poyer, on the other hand, I could see him seeing the field if guys are underperforming or injuries. He doesn't have like a neck, something major going on where McDermott and they're nervous to even put him in there because of that. He just played last year, so it's not like he missed a lot of football time. But no, he's not the same Poyer. But I do like his attitude, and I also like Phillips' attitude. Listening to their news conferences, their press conferences, I like their positive attitude about what they're here to do. They're not trying to take anybody's job. They're going to play if they have. They're willing, obviously, to play. They want to play, but they're not trying to get anybody, push anybody aside. So I like that. And Phillips too talked about Deion Walker. I like that as well. Hey, we're the same size. I know I could kind of mentor him as another big guy. And that's awesome. So I don't mind either guy, honestly.
No, I thought this was the right call. Bring Poyer because honestly, Poyer in a backup position, I think he's better than Hamlin. I do.
I do too. Yeah. I do too.
And I love the fact that he's now going to mentor Jordan Hancock.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And and more Bishop. Like those are pieces, that knowledge, how he breaks down tape, what him and Micah were able to do. Having Micah last year, having Poyer this year, those guys are now going to get that in off field in the classroom toolage of how they break things down, how they see things. That's only going to help. Now, and then he's a break glass in case of emergency, just like Micah was last year.
That's it.
And if our safety room's not doing it and we got to go to Poyer, I've seen worse. That's
absolutely. Sure. Yeah. We also brought in another safety too, who I like. I forget his name.
Practice squad.
Jack. What's his name? God.
I don't know.
Oh, I forget his name.
But
but he's a solid vet too. I'll get his name in a second. But guy's been around. Franklin, is it Franklin? I think it's Franklin. Let me look. Yeah.
I think you're right.
So guy's been around a while too. But man, I don't mind. Like I said, look, man. At the end of the day, we don't have the money to be picking up big time free agents if there's any really out there money wise. And there's really not a lot of options. Let's be real.
Yeah, Scott Bash was an issue before his sore tummy.
Bass, that's a whole nother subject.
We'll get to Bass in a minute.
Yeah.
Poyer will definitely be playing at some point. I think he's gonna be playing at some point too. I really do. Because let's be honest, both of our starting safeties, neither one of them have made it through a full season. So I have a feeling we're gonna see Poyer at some point, and I'm okay with that. It is what it is. I don't need to see a full season of him. But from a spot start, I think that's great.
Yeah.
I think up here, Scotty said, "I'll be back to the super chat train. Don't worry about it, brother. You being here and giving us the thumbs up is the most important piece of this. Super chats are always appreciated, and you'll get your train horn. But really, you just showing up and being active in the chat is more than enough, and we appreciate it.
That's right. That's right.
Right here says, feel for you, Scott. So many thieves and scammers, right? It's bad, man. Out there, you gotta be careful with that stuff. Sam Franklin's more of a special teams guy, Roy says. Okay. Special teams isn't a bad thing because we know how bad we've been in the recent seasons on special teams. Give me more special teams guys. You know,
Mhm.
I'm interested to see who's going to start opposite of Christian Benford. That's the real thing.
Yeah, I mean, they
Is it
haven't
gonna be
really
Dorian?
talked. They haven't talked much about Trey. Trey's probably up in the air. He may start week 1. It sounds to me like this is a day-to-day thing, right? Because they would have said if it was week to week. You would think they would have came out and said it's a
They haven't said
week-to-week thing.
anything.
So
all they said
they
was
haven't
lower
said anything.
leg. That's it.
Yeah, but that's why I kind of am going with the day-to-day, because they're not really making it sound like it's anything, concerning. So I'm just going to go to day-to-day. I think he will be ready week 1, in my opinion.
Next
I think
Tuesday? Is it next Tuesday that we'll find out? They come out the first?
Yeah, I believe so. Yep.
The first injury report? Or is it Wednesday?
Yeah, the official depth chart.
Yeah,
too.
it's either a Tuesday or Wednesday come out the first injury report that they have to put out and the official depth chart. Which honestly, Trey's going to be the starter when he's healthy until Max is back. So, but I want to know who's going to be. Is it going to be Ingram or is it going to be Dorian if Trey can't go?
God, that's a great question. I think they would probably throw Ingram in there because he has the experience. I like Strong, but
Dorian started that last preseason game and came
he
out
did
real quick.
He did. I mean, you never know. Like I said, I'm just going by what McDermott normally tends to do. Go with the more experienced guys. If that comes down to it, remember too, he had him in last year on a starting role when we had somebody hurt. I forget who was down, but I could definitely see.
He actually
Ingram
was the nickel guy, so he came in when we ran dime. He didn't start. He came in when dime because Cam came in and played the nickel, and then when we went to dime, he came in for the dime last year. So he's the fourth DB. James says, how long is Harrison out for? He's out for 4 weeks to start, and then they can bring him back and pull him off the IR. But I'm guessing he's probably out until week 8. I think he's gonna be out before
sure.
you see him.
Yeah,
he's gonna have to come back and get back up to speed. Roy says, in my opinion, if Trey's healthy, he plays week 1. Prepare yourself for a lot of passes coming his way. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. And by the way, it's Baltimore who you played for. So you don't think they know a little bit about Trey too? Right? He was on the team as well, played him a few times as well. Like they know what his strengths and weaknesses are, and they're definitely going to attack him early on. 100% they're going to attack him early on.
Yeah.
I don't blame him. I would.
Cato comes in and says, I want Bourne. Kendrick Bourne and Javon Baker both were released. You want Bourne, I want Baker. I was a Baker fan last year. Big time.
Yeah. Both I would take either one. I'll be honest with you. I wouldn't be mad at either one.
I think they would have to go to the practice squad because I'm not sure we have room for either one. Because I'm not sure I would take either one over any of the 6 that we have now. Javon Baker signed with the Eagles? Of course he did.
Yeah, there goes
the Eagles
Baker.
sign everybody. Jesus. Don't you do it.
Did they say that? I just heard he was on his IG. He said he was in Buffalo. I didn't hear anything about him coming in for an interview though.
Neither did I. I heard people joking about him coming in for an interview.
Yeah, I mean, he said, y'all following me because he was in Buffalo, but that doesn't mean could have been anything. And there was no other reports out there that said he interviewed or anything like that. You know what I mean? So I don't think it had anything to do with the team. At least I mean, I didn't see anything about it. So
I haven't seen that. Nothing came out that he interviewed with them.
No, nothing. It was just nothing. Just him visiting Buffalo that means nothing.
And he could have been in town to visit some of the guys for something.
Anything. Could have been anything.
Yep. Scott says on the opposite, Trey plays with a little more fire against Baltimore. Yeah, he could. Levi came for the wings.
There you go. Right.
Right?
Couldn't resist.
Right. He loves them wings. So back to the 53. Obviously, we'll talk about Bass. Bass had, a pelvic soreness for most of the preseason. And then went back out and kicked, made 4 of 5 or 5 of 6. And then, seemed to go through everything fine. And then all of a sudden we get notification the Bills worked out 3 kickers.
So
you reading into that at all?
He was 2 for 3 in the preseason, right?
Well,
missed.
I meant also the extra points.
Practice. Yeah. Oh, the extra points. Yeah. But 2 for 3 as field goals. So missed this very short one. I will say the other field goals were to the right, which they all were to the right. So I'm not, like I said, I know he kicks generally in that direction, but
always
these were very tight though. I felt like all of them were very close to being missed. So there's definitely something either bothering him still, right? And for them to bring in 3 kickers or to talk to 3 kickers within days of the preseason tells me something's still not right. He must have talked to trainers after the game. Maybe he had some soreness. You know what I mean? I know I read somewhere that injury is one of those things that can keep on. Like, you know what I mean? It's not something that just, goes away. Like, this could be something that bothers him throughout the season. So there could be some concern there. Just throwing that out there. So maybe they feel like we need to have a backup plan in case this thing goes bad, right? In case week 1 he goes out there and something's not right. You know what I mean? He misses a couple field goals or he can't kick after the game. Like, they need to have a backup plan. And I said they need to have a backup plan months ago when this first happened. I felt like they needed to have another option in there, but this is what the Buffalo Bills do sometimes. They wait around a little bit, and sometimes it catches up to them. So in this case, we'll see what happens.
What, McDermott's slowing the uptake? No.
Bro, did you know, by the way, and I just read this, and I could swear we were better in challenges last year, that we were only 1 for 4 last year in challenges?
We only challenged it 4 times?
Yeah, and only won. It was on X. It said
I'm gonna go have to go back and rewatch some of the games.
Yeah, it was on.
That doesn't seem right.
Yeah, that's what that's what it said. It said
that doesn't seem right.
Yeah, let me.
You know what? Make that part of Ask AI.
Oh, I should, right? Yeah,
that's gonna be one of our.
Because, like I said, I don't know who the person was. Right here it says. So the person who posted this. Let me see if there are any.
While you're looking that up, Scott says plus minus 7.5. How many times Bill? How many?
1 for 5.
Will McDermott call a timeout when leading in a game with a minute left? I'll say minus 7.5.
So this is what this says per ESPN NFL. Okay. So this says Sean McDermott has the lowest challenge rate success, 24% amongst all head coaches since 2010. Bills hired ex-referee John Perry in 24 to oversee challenges and went 1 for 5 last year. So that's what that says. We can look it up on AI. I mean, I can look that up real quick. Let's see here.
Is this thing on?
What?
Do you hear me?
I hear you. What?
I asked you a question.
I'm sorry. What? I was looking this up.
Scott asked the question.
Okay.
Plus or minus 7.5. How many times will McDermott call a timeout when leading a game with a minute left? I say minus.
God. Yeah, I would say minus.
Yeah, Bishop did look good, Sophia. Looked real good. I liked it. I want to see what he actually looks like with Rap next to him because we haven't seen that yet. I want to see what our actual defense looks like as a whole because we haven't seen any of them play together. We've seen all of them start throughout the preseason, but you never actually saw them all play together. Tommy's really in on this challenge.
Well, because you told me to. So
I said we'll ask AI.
I know that's what I meant. Oh, you mean later? My bad. All right, I was looking
as part of the segment.
All right, my bad.
What's going on, Mr. Fulton? How you doing tonight?
Mr. Fulton, the most interesting man in the chat.
Yeah. And Randy, Mr. Fulton is actually not a Bills fan. He is a Colts fan. He just comes in and hangs out with us.
Correct.
Yeah, his kicks in Tampa all looked crooked. Yeah, he's a little rusty. That was the whole point. Yeah, he missed a 24-yarder. That was yikes.
What up, Callie?
Same old BS defense that causes big time in the playoffs.
Every single year.
Yeah, I mean, hey, Tommy's a talker, not a listener.
I listen. I was just on this tip.
Tommy was focused to get us the answer to that. Cali Bills. Cali Bills, you are wrong. 100%. Yep. Tommy's not, well, I hope so. I really hope that this isn't the same defense we've seen the last, 4 or 5 years.
Well, what worries me, it's the same scheme, right? It's not so much the defense
know it's
and
the
the players.
Actual same scheme. They should be more aggressive.
What tells you it's going to be?
Nothing.
What?
Like that's what I said. I can't wait to see what happens. But what tells me it's not going to be?
That's my concern, guy. Like that's been my concern. And I had this I had this debate with Keys from Post Podium a lot. I'm like, dude, you know what, man? Who's to say? Because, we always talk about bringing in impactful players. Bringing in this guy. But who's to say that these guys will be impactful in Buffalo in his scheme? You know what I'm saying? Like, I haven't seen anything that says that this scheme's going to change, that we're going to do something different, that if we bring some guy, impactful player, that McDermott will know how to use him correctly, or he won't rotate him as much as he does every single season on every single player. Like, I don't know. Like, to me, it just has not. The defense remains the same. I love our players. I think our players are good. They're, on defense, we don't have a impactful player, but I think we're hoping Bosa can be that playoff impactful player. But once again, it goes back to scheme, and it goes back to what we do in the playoffs, right? With this defense, and I feel like it's the same thing every time, right? Okay. It's that soft zone. We're not a pressure heavy team. You know what I mean?
What makes you think that adding a coach can't do for the defensive line, and like Ryan Nielsen, that that Aaron Cromer did for the offensive line?
It's possible.
Ryan Nielsen
possible.
has a track record of getting his defensive lines to produce.
Listen, it's a new season. I'll have to see it to believe it, right?
Me too, but I'm saying, like,
I can't really.
Everyone talks about it being just a impact player. What about an impact coach? Aaron Cromer changed our offensive line.
Yes, he did. I get that, but we also have some really good players on that line as well. You know what I mean? We got guys that are heading in that direction. I mean, Deion Dawkins, I would consider, if we're talking line, an impactful lineman. If we're talking an impactful lineman, Spencer Brown is getting there. I mean, some may say he is. And Osiris Torrance is damn well on that, on that trajectory. Right? Defensive line.
Tutelage of Cromer. Deion wasn't
no, I get that, yeah.
Today without Cromer.
No, but he was a solid player. But I get what you're saying. Of course, listen, I agree with you. Positional coaches in general, and help players out big time, more than most people think. Mm-hmm. I totally agree with you on that. But once again, I still go back to scheme. It is McDermott's scheme. It is Bobby Babich calling McDermott's scheme. Yes, Nielsen can help these players out to do better. But at the end of the day, if we're still running the same scheme, what changes? Well, I don't know. You know what I mean? That's my concern.
My favorite part about this time of year is we have one more week until we get to see what it actually looks like.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, I'm with you. We have new players here. We have no idea, what they're going to do with these guys. If they are going to switch up the scheme a little bit because of the younger talent, because of the newer players, maybe. It's very possible. But I got to see it to believe it, man, because I'm used to the same defense year in, year out.
Yep.
And it doesn't matter if McDermott's calling the plays when he did it, and I believe what was that, 2023. Doesn't matter when it was Leslie Frazier, right? And it hasn't really mattered with Bobby Babich. So we'll see. We shall see.
Yeah. Scott comes in and says, knowing Baltimore's only one game, I do see this being a catalyst for one hell of a winning streak. I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
Mr. Foltz says, Tommy Mikey can't make it to the show this Sunday. Well, we won't have a show this Sunday, so you don't got to worry about missing anything.
That's right.
I got to get ready for my Singing in the Rain audition at 3:30.
Whoa, hey,
so I can get the main role in Don Lockwood. Good luck, brother.
Good luck, bro.
Break a leg.
That's right.
Stubbo comes and says, I'm more worried about KC and Baltimore being better than us. It's too early to be thinking about someone who's better than us. It's all about what we look like at the end of the year, not what you look like at the beginning of the year.
Yeah. Listen, at the end of the day, too, it's weird with Baltimore. Like, Baltimore kicked our ass, but we've beaten them twice in the playoffs. It's kind of like the reversal with the Chiefs. We've kind of owned the Chiefs in the regular season, and they've totally owned us in the playoffs. So it's like roles reversed there. So regular season, listen, at the end of the day, don't get too caught up in wins and losses as long as we get into the playoffs and then we do our thing from there, right? That's the main goal, right? Obviously, we want to win the division. Obviously, we want to win the AFC, right? That's always great. But these, I remember last year, Mikey, we were doing the pregame to the Baltimore, and you had all these fans coming in, Baltimore fans. Oh, we kicked you. We did this to you guys week, whatever. I forget the week it was. But, and I'm like, well, what do we keep saying? Hey, it don't matter what you did then. Here we are, right? This is
win or go home the only time it matters.
Yeah, that regular season, guess what? It's over with. This is the playoffs. And sure enough, right? I mean, they didn't have much to say after. It is what it is. So you can't always go by regular season.
They blamed Andrews.
Yeah, I don't want to hear it, right? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We have a lot to say. We blame our coach for 13 seconds. Right? So,
three linebackers against Baltimore. It'll be a long game. Yeah, we'll see how this plays out. I will say, Tommy's point, elite QBs and head coaches can shred that nickel defense. They do all the time.
Oh, dude.
That soft zone defense. Once Joe Burrow did it,
it kind of like, I think since he started the trend, showed how it's done.
Actually, Patrick Mahomes did in that AFC Championship.
They did, but I thought since he really sliced and diced it up. But you're right.
Since he showed you can do it without elite front line. He took a snap, threw a 5-yard out, and the guy was 15 yards off of him.
Yeah, like that, not good. Like, you got to mix things up on defense. Like, that's the one thing too. I can't stand what McDermott does sometimes. He sticks with what he's calling, and that's that. Sometimes you gotta switch things up, man. If it's not working, step outside your comfort zone, and also trust your players. You don't always have to run the same defense right throughout a game. You can switch it up. He tends not to do that.
And it could be that and this goes back to maybe they need to draft different type of players, but maybe those players aren't. He doesn't want to put them in a bad spot, so he calls that safe defense to limit what they can and can't do. And if that's the case, you need to get different players. But
absolutely. All right.
Callie says, give it 5 games to see what this shitty defense is going to do. Okay. At the end of the day, Callie says, or Roy says, I'm more concerned with the secondary than I am the front 7.
See, the thing though, Roy, with that is, and I'm with you. I'm concerned about the second. I'm concerned about safety and DBs. But if your line could actually create pressure, get sacks, they would help out the weaker safety room and DB room, right? They would help them out a lot. But when you're not putting pressure on the quarterback or getting sacks, we're gonna get chewed up, man. I mean, it's just the way it is. So we have to start getting more sacks, more pressures to make their jobs easier, for sure. But we just haven't had that. We just haven't had it. We haven't. I mean, when's the last 10 sack guy? Was it? I think we talked about this. It was Floyd, right? Yep. Jeez, I mean, guys, got to do better.
Yeah. Jarek's right here. Says we don't run a lot of simulated pressures. We don't run a lot of stunts.
Nope.
And that kind of left after Kyle Williams left. McDermott very much shied away from the stunts and the games up front. You see 4 guys trying to beat 5 guys, and that's about it. And it's wild. It's basic rush. You know what I mean?
Yeah, basic rush.
You don't see stunts in games and simulated pressures, attack style blitzes. Very rarely do you see that from us, and it drives me crazy.
Yeah. Yep.
You have a front 4 that can win consistently or have safeties. And that's really what it is if your front 4 can get pressure and your safeties are sound, it doesn't matter what our corners can do.
Correct.
And you don't even have to have all front 4 that are elite. You have to have one guy who can win in the clutch, like Kansas City does.
Right.
And Chris Jones. In the clutch, he wins his battle.
Exactly.
We have yet to have that in the clutch. And I love Groot. He's disappeared. I love Oliver. He's disappeared.
Yeah.
They don't win when it counts.
Right. And they're not consistent. They're just not.
Yeah.
Like it's weird because we it's funny because we start seasons sometimes where Groot had 3 sacks in 2 games and we're like, damn, this guy's on pace to get 15. And then nothing for the next 2 or 3 games, right? And then he'll pick up 1 or a half set. It's just not consistent. Same with Ed Oliver. Ed Oliver has monster games. And then he's just quiet for 2, 3. You know what I mean? Or he just does okay, right? We got to have more consistency, especially for the guys we're paying. Like, I get it from the rookies. I get it from the second-year guys. But guys we're paying, like Groot and Ed Oliver, you got to show up, man. You got to show your worth. And, I mean, I understand Groot is still young and learning and all that stuff, but dude got paid, man. You got to show more. You got to give me more out there.
I'm with you on that. And Randy's not wrong here. Batch isn't going to innovate. Batch isn't going to innovate anything while McDermott's the head coach. McDermott wanted a new, tough, vicious D, yet he brings in Poe and Phillips, which means the leadership isn't going the way he liked. I don't know about that. I think the issue is on the defensive line, Phillips wanted to play here. I really do think Phillips was brought back for the vibes, not so much the leadership, but the vibes. Also, to help mentor some of the young guys because we had the roster spot and he was willing to take the thing. I don't think there was any other reason other than that. That's why Phillips.
Yeah.
Poe being back very much tells me they're not happy with that safety room.
No, and they're deeply concerned. One, I think they're not happy with it, and they're deeply concerned with injuries. Like they don't trust Cole Bishop. One, that he can last the season.
I don't think it's
without
Bishop, Hamlin.
No, but I'm saying injury.
Rookie.
Yeah, I'm talking about injuries. So just injuries alone, I don't think they trust Bishop can make it a season without missing time. Hamlin, I think, is just they know what Hamlin is. Okay, we all do. Okay, and trust me, they do too. And listen, Hancock's a nice player, and I think next year he has a real chance of being a starting safety. This year, I don't know. The injury kind of set him back a little bit, but I still could see him being thrown in there. Maybe ahead of Poe as well. So it just depends on how he bounces back from the injury, and how well he does in practice. But yeah, you could clearly tell McDermott just the way he talks about about Bishop and that position is
because he's still looking for somebody.
He's not. It hasn't gone as planned, right? And that to me falls on him and falls on Bean. Because they put all their eggs in one basket with Cole, and it's not working out. It's not.
Jarek's not wrong here either. We talked about this ad nauseum over the years. Mm-hmm. The top problem is where Bean and McDermott step in is we're just now getting high ceiling defensive tackles.
Yeah,
rookies. We just now, like outside of Oliver, we haven't really drafted high ceiling. Like. Even Carter last year wasn't high ceiling. He was a 5th-year defensive tackle in the Boogie Basham mold. Yeah, I agree.
No, I totally agree. I listen. I don't think Bean's done a perfect, unbelievable job. I do support him. I do, defend him on some of these things because I still do believe it's McDermott ran team, and Bean is just kind of his. Like we talked about it. He's the general. He's the guy. If you're at a restaurant, just picking out, the stuff that the chef needs, right? And so it's not always, his doing, right? It's kind of he's just putting it out there, giving
it's not
what
his menu. It's just his ingredients.
Is that it's not his menu exactly? It's just hey, here's what fits my menu. Go and get it, right? But once again, though, he's the general manager, so you have to also point the finger at him. But yeah, look, my deal with Bean and my deal with McDermott, my main thing, they don't like to step outside their comfort zone. That's it. Yep. It's a comfort zone, guys. They had a plan coming in when they first got hired here, right? The plan was to have Buffalo Bills be a good football team for a long time, right? Like let's not make this an all-in thing, go crazy and try to get Super Bowl, and then everything goes downhill from there. And I get that. I'm with that. But we're year 9 in. We haven't won. We haven't even been to a Super Bowl yet, right? With this crew. like, guys, like, stop thinking about way ahead and keeping this team. Like, it's time. Like, it's time to start getting outside your comfort zone, trading up in drafts to get a player you want that's an impactful player. Trade some picks away if that's gonna, you know what I mean? Like, it still seems like, nope. Let's stay the course. Let's stay the course because it's working. But is it working? We're a good team, but we're not great. We haven't won a Super Bowl. We haven't gone.
Yep.
That's my problem with them.
Yep. Randy said you shouldn't have to keep relying on old guys for motivation. You should keep. And here's the thing when it comes to this, Randy. I don't disagree with you at all. My issue is the family atmosphere sometimes comes back to bite us because they want the reunions rather than cutting bait. Like we cut bait last year, and that was like the best move we could have done. Go out and get younger guys, and now we're seeing them slowly coming back to practice squads. And how long until they like, oh, I'm comfortable with that guy, and we're going to see him in the lineup? That's my issue. I don't want to keep going back to the well. I'm okay with Poyer being on the practice squad. That's fine. I don't have a problem with it. But I don't need to see Levi Wallace, and I don't need to see any of the other ones. Like, I don't need to see Gabe Davis come back. If you want to leave with these two guys, fine. I'm good with that. I don't need to see all these reunions continuing. I don't.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you on that.
If this year we're bottom 10 in defense and give up third and long, to be honest, on the hot seat, most likely won't be true. We've never been bottom 10 in defense, though. That's the problem. McDermott's defense is good enough to not be bottom 10.
Well, we were 22nd last year.
But we were, top 7 in points per game?
No, I know, but total defense, we were towards the bottom of the league.
DVOA and points per game, we were actually pretty high, though.
Well, what helped us? What helped us was the turnovers.
Yeah.
But if the turnovers didn't happen, the defense is pretty bad. I'm not going to lie.
I get you there. That's saying, Josh Allen's helped us, but if we didn't draft him, we suck.
No, I get it, but the defense, it did struggle. Like, when we went against the better teams, it really got exposed.
Against not the better teams.
No, that's true. That's true. But it look, once again, this defense can look good at times, depending on the opponent, right? I mean, it could look, the scheme could look excellent against, a quarterback that's a rookie or, not so, a Saints quarterback. When we play the Saints, I'm sure our defense is going to look really good. The problem is when we go against, the Chiefs of the world and the Baltimore, that's where our defense gets exposed, right? And that's why in the playoffs, we give up a shit ton of points. We're going against the best of the best. It just has not changed. That's once again, Mikey, year 9, the defense is still a problem. It's tough. It's tough as a fan, right?
And it's not just the defense. Offense in the clutch moments, guys have failed.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I'm with you. Like in certain moments,
And Bean has traded up because he has been aggressive, and he's missed on those trade ups.
I'm talking about aggressive trade ups, though.
Well, I'm not talking about outside of Josh. He's missed on the guys that he's traded up for.
So far to date, I would say you're right.
Cole
Bishop, Dalton Kincaid. Especially, I'm not even forget Cole. Kyer, yeah, I'm more on the Dalton Kincaid one because that one was a pick we didn't need. Yeah, we just signed Dawson Knox.
Yeah, we just paid Dawson Knox.
Right,
coming off his best year yet.
If you're gonna trade up, make it count, bro. Go up and get somebody that's really impactful. Dalton Kincaid. It didn't even fit the scheme we had at the time. We had to change up the offense to 12 personnel. It never worked, right? The only time, be honest with you, it didn't work from the beginning, Mikey, until Dawson Knox got hurt. And then we got out of the 12 personnel and Dalton Kincaid got the shine a little bit. Outside of that, it's been a failure.
Yeah, I don't guess. Jessica, sounds like a bunch of old women. Seems like you want to go back to the complaint about linebackers 2 years ago. We were. And that goes back to what we said at the very beginning, Jessica, and the fact of I can't wait for the actual season to start because we have no idea what this team looks like. Because in the preseason, we saw none of it play together. I'm
still complaining about linebackers, Jessica. Listen, I love Matt Milano. I do. Like Matt Milano, when healthy, he's the dude, man. That guy is electric. When Bernard's healthy and they're both on the field together, that's a great combo. It's like Micah Hyde, and Poyer back. You know what I mean? In the linebacker position, they're great together. The problem is, how healthy are they? How often are they on the field together? Both of them. Throughout a season, they both miss games, right, due to injury. That's my problem. And then the depth of the linebacker position. Dorian Williams stepped up, but we had guys, like BS. If you don't know, Bale Inspector keep coming in. That Glass Joe, right? Buffalo Joe ain't ready yet. So yeah, I'm a little concerned. And yeah, guess what? So is Brandon Beane and Sean McDermott because they cut Milano's contract. This is his last year. So clearly they kind of see the writing on the wall when it comes to Milano and his health. He hasn't been healthy enough, right? So that's my problem with the linebacker room. They eventually have to move on from Milano if he can't stay healthy. I think that's what's going to happen.
Yep, but if he stays healthy,
yeah, but
paid.
Let's flip a coin on that one.
Well, I mean, let's call it a spade. When he's healthy, he's really good because
he's a beast. He's a beast.
End of last year, he looked like the old Milano, and he was playing it great.
Yes, I agree with you. That was the best I've seen Milano in a while
since his All-Pro year.
Correct.
Because he's been hurt since.
Correct.
Correct. It is what it is.
You are correct.
I get it. That's why I'm excited that the season's going to start, so we can stop wondering what this team's going to look like. Because really,
that's
all this debating is based off of what we saw in the preseason, which is nothing.
Nothing.
Let's be honest. They don't game plan for that. They run basic plays, and we saw none of our starters play together. Yeah.
This is just us. Once again, we said it last week. This is us just gathering information from what we hear from reporters. That's what's going on at camp and the small clips that are out there of, somebody getting sacked or Coleman looking really good. But we didn't see it, right? We didn't see it in preseason because they didn't put him out there. So maybe that's a good thing. Who knows? Maybe they're ready and prime and we're going to be blown away, right? Maybe it could, like Mikey said, we'll see. But the defense, listen, I'm confident about the offense. I'm not going to lie, Mikey. I think the offense is going to be just fine, right? The offense is bringing in better players, in my opinion, this year than it was last year in that receiver room. I think we'll be just fine. I think it'll go smoothly. The defense is really what's shaky to me right now. I don't know. And like I said, Hoyt's suspended, and he's a good player, but he's not going to be there until week 8. We don't know about what the young guys can bring. You know what I'm saying? So that's my concern, man. That's the defense is really concerning right now.
I will say, Tommy, I started this podcast really excited.
You did, and we just totally
you kind of killed it.
Oh, you're gonna blame me? You got into it.
You kind of killed it.
You're the what? You're blaming me?
Yeah, you kind of killed it. Jessica says you have unrealistic expectations. You want all pros.
Unbelievable.
I don't want all pros at every position. What I would prefer, honestly, is young guys and a few, game wreckers. Pay those game wreckers and then go with a bunch of young guys. The problem that I see the Bills have, and this goes back to what they want, is they pay a bunch of, good guys. None of them are the game wreckers, and they pay them good contracts. And, that's what we have. And then it is what it is. I'm hoping this year changes. I don't want to keep harping on this. I would like to move on to something better.
I know, but it's not unrealistic to have
all pros in every position.
No, not all pros, but it's not unrealistic to have a playmaker on both sides of the ball, an impactful player. I mean, there's a lot of teams that have a guy that can do it on both sides of the ball. We don't have that impactful player on the D. We haven't had that in. God, I don't even. When's the last impactful player we had on defense? That could actually change a game around.
Vaughn until he tore his ACL.
The beginning of Vaughn, the first half of Vaughn.
Yeah, true. Because he had 8 stacks in 9 games, and then he got.
Yeah, all right. I'll go with that one. Okay, that's fine. Outside of that, that's all I want. You know what I mean? We're not asking. I get the whole. You can't. I understand that, but there has to be a time where we have to find somebody on defense as an impactful player.
Jared says, I know what this team's going to look like. Improved on exotic looks. Walker plays 3 different positions. Bosa 8 sacks. Greg 8 sacks. Carter 1 tech rotational. Improved safety slightly. And I'll take all of that. If all that truly happens, Jared, we will have a much, much better team.
Yeah. Listen, I like our players. I don't know why we like what we got on defense. Like, I like some of our players. I think Milano and Bernard and Benford, we have good players. We do on defense. We just haven't put it together yet. We haven't really made it happen on defense yet. Like, we're hoping that the young guys that we brought in can eventually become those players, those impactful players. You never know. TJ Sanders, Deion Walker, they could in time. We'll see. Right now, I don't know.
Yeah. Jessica, we want high ceiling players that invest instead of old rotational depth pieces. How about getting a free safety with range? And that's another piece. We don't have, and like, our entire defense is positionless. We don't have a 1 tech.
Nope.
We have a defensive tackle room. We don't have a 1 tech, 3 tech. We have a decent. We don't want 1 tech, 3 tech. We just want penetrating defensive tackles. We don't have a free safety and a strong safety. We have a safety that they want them to be able to interchange. Like, we're very much positionless. They don't want a middle linebacker, a weak side linebacker, and a strong side linebacker.
Correct.
They just want linebackers that can do everything.
Correct.
It goes back to scheme.
Yep. And they draft guys and they put them out of position right away. Right away. Yeah, right away. So, listen, we got a lot. That's why when we talk about undersized players at positions, because they were playing different, like, we have safeties playing linebacker, and there's nothing wrong with it if they but the problem is they get banged up because they're undersized, right? They're not. And then, like Mikey said, we don't have a true 1 tech, right? We're trying to create speed on the line. I get it, but it's not working. That's the problem. I'd be all for it. I wouldn't even give a shit. Put Sanders next to Oliver. If it works, I'm cool with it. But we've had that. We've done this before. We've played this before. Hasn't worked, right? You need a true 1 tech next to Ed Oliver or next to TJ Sanders when Oliver leaves. Or we're going to have the same problem. Is Deion Walker, can he he's not really a true 1 tech, but can he get molded into one maybe?
That's not what they want. That's
not what they want. Exactly.
Yeah, so they run. They don't run a scheme with a true 1 tech. They run scheme with
they want
with
speed.
Multiple penetrators.
Too. Yeah, multiple penetrators.
And they came out and said that this offseason. Bean flat out said it. That's what they're looking for. Penetrators. They're not looking for.
I mean, Phillips. That's what Phillips is. Phillips ain't a true 1 tech. And he's just as big as Deion Walker. 6'5", 350 pounds. They're off by 1. Yeah, I think. No, he's 6'6" and Walker's 6'7". I mean, they're so close. But they both play the same way.
Yeah, I'm with you, Jessica. That we tried Vaughn. It worked for about half the season. He got hurt, and
it's too bad.
Then was the rest, because he was living up to every bit of why we brought him here when he was healthy. Like, he really was. That's why I'm hoping that's what we get out of Bosa this year. Bosa gets back to his game-wrecking ways. Sophie comes in and says Walker's so far is looking more like a first rounder than a third round, or he's actually a 4th rounder. So, it'll be nice. I like what I've seen from Walker so far. Now let's see him do it against the ones. That's what I'm,
Correct.
I like what I've seen. I wasn't happy with the pick, but I'm starting to understand why they went with him. He
has a lot of upside. He has a lot of upside.
I'll also be really excited to see what Ryan Nielsen does with this defensive line room when they start game planning. Like, his track record is on par with, our offensive line's track record, coach's track record. They build solid lines, fundamentals, schemes, and the people that play for him get better.
Yeah,
that's what I can't wait to see what this room actually looks like. What does Ed Oliver look like with Nielsen in his ear? What does Groot look like?
Yeah, that's the fascinating part. Yeah,
we're supposed to get back to what he was.
Yeah,
that's what we're all hoping for. Because if that happens,
dude, look, I'm 100% with you. If these guys could step up, if Nielsen can get these guys going, and make some plays on defense. Now we're talking, right? Because we always talk about, or the coach always talks about, complementary football. Complementary football. Okay, well, the defense has to play its part, because I've seen the offense be way more efficient than the defense. So if the defense can step up, Mikey, then yeah, we're gonna have a good season, possibly a great season. But they have to step up, right? We cannot play this game where we're relying on the offense to be perfect to get us a chance to go to the Super Bowl. It just doesn't work that way. They both got to play their parts.
The Green Light channel comes in and says drafting late in the first round, and it's hard for us to get a for sure ace. And I'm with you on that. That's why he's got to keep taking shots. Just because you took two defensive tackles this year doesn't mean you don't take another one next year. Or you don't keep swinging at wide receivers every year. You don't keep swinging at edges every year.
Absolutely.
You just keep taking shots until you hit on one of the guys, and then you move on to the next position and keep taking shots until you hit. And that's how you find those guys. Max Crosby was a 4th round pick.
Right. Yeah.
You have those guys that are out there that are late round picks that turn into great things. Trey Smith, the guard, 6th round pick. Christian Benford, 6th round pick.
Wyatt Teller.
Wyatt Teller, 6th round pick. Matt Milano, 5th round pick. He was all pro.
Yeah.
Poyer and Hyde were both mid-round picks that turned into something. You just got to keep taking those swings, and hopefully you hit. They also have to get out there to play to learn. And that's another thing. Yeah. Not having those veterans blocking them and allowing the guys to get out there and make mistakes and learn from them during the regular season will help us come playoff time.
Yeah. I will say this season, though. I will say this. I feel like they are on that trajectory of going youth, right? Because, yes, we may have brung in some vets, which is normal, by the way. That happens on every team, brings in vets. But I don't feel like they are taking away from the young. We have a lot of young guys.
We have
playing.
This is probably the youngest.
Exactly, youngest core starters. That's my point, right? Even the depth, right? I mean, we're talking about Poyer and Phillips. They're on the practice squad, right? The depth is still young. I mean, if you look at the rotation,
D tackles. This is the youngest we've ever had. The defensive tackle.
Exactly. The edges are young. I mean, I do believe they understand that this is the time they need to go that path. But at the same time, that's why I really don't hate the Poyer and Phillips signing, because you still gotta have those guys in the room, at least talking to the young guys, because they're going to have rookie mistakes. They're going to have. And sometimes not only that, sometimes listening to a coach or listening to a guy that's been there, done that as a player is a little bit different. You're right. It helps them out a little bit, right? Because they know it's coming from a guy that played their position. You know what I mean? So it's just a little different, right? So they're getting good knowledge from both ends, from coach and player. So I don't mind it. I really don't. Like, I know a lot of people are upset about it. I'm not one of them. I don't see anything wrong with that.
Yep. Weston wants to know, the real question is it the players not stepping up, or is it the scheme? That's the chicken or the egg. Because there's been times it's truly been the scheme.
Right.
And there's times that it's truly been players taking bad angles and not stepping up.
Being out of position.
In that 13 seconds, like we played way off. The scheme was bad, but Tyreek Hill ran by everybody because our safeties took bad angles.
Bad angles, yep. And tackling, by the way, too. So you talk about fundamentals all the time. Listen, the coach ain't out there tackling. Like, these players have to tackle, right? Like, so, yeah, Mikey's right. Like, the players also are responsible. Like, you got to be, you got to do your job, right? Like, so if you're not, then it doesn't matter about scheme. You could dial up the best scheme in the world, but if your players aren't making tackles, or they're out of place, right? Or they're taking bad angles, it doesn't matter, right? So we've seen it so many times. Players miss a tackle here and there, and instead of a 3-yard gain, it's a 8-yard, 9-yard gain. Got to fix that. Got to get better.
Yeah, Roy Walker did do all his work against second and third stringers, but you know who else was out there who didn't do that same work? Is Larry Ogunjobi, a vet who is supposed to be good. He went out there. Did you notice him at all? He played late against thirds and fourths and didn't do nothing.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. See that is where I go back to the bean where I have to fault him. That's a bad signing, right?
We have a lot of those
signing.
Old, those old veteran defensive linemen that just haven't worked out. Although I don't think it's a bad signing because at the beginning we hadn't drafted the defensive tackles. We signed Ogunjobi before the draft.
They knew he was going to be suspended.
They didn't until later.
I heard they did, but I heard there was a way out though. Still,
yeah, there was a way out, but they ended up signing him anyways. However, they could still cut him, and not have to pay him.
Okay, yeah, we'll see. I have a feeling they're not, but
me too.
Yeah,
I watched them spend $14 million and deactivate the guy as insurance.
Right.
So
it just seems like we piss away money each offseason to some player, and we wind up either cutting them and just kissing the money goodbye. You know what I mean? Like that's my main problem is I think we rush the gun sometimes on some of these players and these contracts. It just and it kind of bites us in the ass, right? Like so, some of them work, some of them don't. But I guess that's the nature of the beast. I think that almost every team probably goes through that. So I'm not totally faulting them, but we have to pick it out. We have to point it out.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, Jarek. I think he would actually be better as more of a 3, but I doubt he'll play there. I bet you he plays 0-1, and they want him to, do his gap rushing there because of his size.
Yeah.
Also, we have 2 undersized defensive tackles in Sanders and Oliver that they're not going to put at the 0 or the 1. So they're going to take the big guys and put them there. It is what it is. They preach the lines, but they've yet to produce. Offensive line has, defensive line hasn't. Although I'm really excited about this year because this has been the youngest and the most young investment.
Yeah.
That we've had. That we have 2 veterans and then a bunch of young guys.
We also don't know what Daquan Jones is going to bring this year either.
Nope.
Last year he was a shell of himself. Can Daquan step up this year? I'm going to tell you like this too. If Daquan can step up and at least be what we remember the good Daquan being, Ed Oliver's going to have a much better season. That line's going to look a little better. But if Daquan regresses or is the same, we're going to have problems. I mean, it's as simple as that. So Daquan's a big piece.
Unless,
unless Walker comes. Exactly.
Come through and step up.
Step up and take his place. I mean, if he's doing that bad. But they are counting on Daquan. I mean, Daquan made the team. And I didn't think he was. I honestly thought he was on the bubble. But clearly they understand they need him. So... Maybe he looked better in camp than we
wouldn't know what he looked like because we haven't seen him.
I'm so saying maybe he because I didn't hear anything, to be honest. I didn't even hear anything. I've heard a little bit of every player. I haven't heard not much about Daquan.
I've heard that the defensive line was pretty good when they were playing. Okay. They've dominated our offensive line at times, and when we did our joint practices, they crushed.
They look good. They look sharp. Okay.
Yeah, they crushed. All
right.
The Bears.
So maybe they're good to go.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll find out.
Exactly.
We got a good test right off the top.
Yeah, we absolutely do.
Callie comes and says, "You think we'll grab Javier Peppers?" No, I don't think we're adding anybody to our safety room. I really don't. I think Poe was the guy that we grabbed.
And then the other guy too that we picked up, Franklin.
Yep. Trust the process. Another thing I don't ever want to hear. Growth mindset, trust the process. At the end of the day, I've heard that far too much.
Right.
The strength of the upcoming class is the interior D line. Good. Draft more. Keep drafting them. Until you hit, keep drafting them. Tell me, Mikey, do you feel McDermott will give up any control over the defense? No.
Nope.
I think he'll let his coaches coach, but his scheme will be his scheme.
Yeah, he's too stubborn. McDermott, like I said, I think he's a good coach, but he's stuck in his ways, man. There's certain things that McDermott is gonna continue to do. It's his way. And you can hear him when he talks too. He's like, that dude is stuck.
His system, he believes the players aren't running his system the way it needs to be run, and that's why it's failing.
Correct. So he's not changing shit. Like this is his thing is it has to work, right? Like this defense is his defense, and it's the right defense. So with that being said, then if your players aren't doing it, you and Bean need to figure that shit out.
Stop bringing the same ones back if they're not doing
it. Right. That too. Right. Exactly.
Carl comes in and says, what do you think of the status of the quarterback room? Neither Christian Benford nor Travis White or Braxton. Do you think they both will be starting against the Ravens? I think Benford will be fine. From everything I've heard, he seems to be okay.
Was that like a head thing, you think? Injury? You think he's having concussion kind of?
I have no idea.
Just odd. Okay. I was just odd. Because he didn't even play. Right, last week. He
didn't even travel with them.
Well, you're right. He didn't travel, so it could just be an illness. You know, I mean, but we've heard nothing. They're very quiet when it comes to injury stuff like that.
Yeah, till next week to really know. But I don't think White plays. I really do think White's hurt. It's going to be a couple weeks. So I think it's going to be Benford, and I think it's going to be strong. I really do.
Okay, we'll find. I think my thing. I believe Trey's day to day. And Mikey may be right. I'll tell you what, next week, if he ain't out there practicing, there's your answer.
Early next week. If he's not practicing when the first injury report comes out,
that's a wrap. He ain't playing, right?
You know, Carl, it's as bad as it's ever been. Okay, I mean, the corner room. I'm not overly concerned yet. I'm not. Tommy, we talked off air about why I'm not excited for the season, but I'm excited for the two off seasons. We're entering the prime of McDermott Bean in terms of their high ceiling players. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. Like I understand. Like Jarek, we talked the other day, Mike, and he's not super excited about the season. He wants just the playoffs to be here already because he understands that we are a playoff team. And I did tell you guys last year, listen, there's no surprise here. We are going to win the East. We are a playoff team. This team is a good team as long as you got Josh Allen as your quarterback. This is a playoff team. After that, though, what are we? After that, that's up in the air. I have no idea, right? Because
we lose to KC by one score in the playoffs.
Pretty much,
we're not a bad team.
No,
we just need last few games. The first few times we've lost was a scheme issue and a coaching issue. The last few times we've lost have been, our players not being clutch when we need them to be clutch. Diggs, big drop, tush push didn't work, and we kept running it over and over and over, and it wasn't working. Why we didn't try something else, I have no idea. A guy slips on a first down call,
Yeah.
Then
it just hasn't gone our way.
Yeah. It's a bounce or a guy not making a play that needs to make the play. That's where we're at, though. That's how close we are. For all the crap that we've talked today about the scheme and the players, we are one or two plays away from actually beating the Chiefs and going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, we're like at the door. We just can't open the door.
We're knocking on it. We're hitting it. We're trying to knock it down.
We're trying our best.
It's reinforced by that stupid ass Andy Reid team.
Like we almost had it open one time, and then the stupid chain on top. Nope. Yeah, you thought you had it.
Yeah, that stupid chain with 13 seconds.
Yeah.
We get Caleb Banks, 6'6", 3 tech with 6'5" athletic ability. Yeah, but do we need another 3 tech?
Right.
Tyler Bass on a $20 million contract. Oh God.
Him and our punter, we gave big contracts that year. Sam Martin, remember that?
We did give Sam.
We were just throwing contracts out like
4 or 5 million.
We're just loving our contracts.
Yeah.
Throwing them out there.
You are right. We didn't know Hoyt or Ogunjobi were going to be suspended. However, they both had we had a chance to back out of both due to it, and we didn't back out of either one.
Yeah, the Hoyt, I'll tell you what, Hoyt, I think is I'd keep. Like, you know what I mean? Like, when I found out, no, it's a 3-year deal. I think he has a lot of upside. What I saw with him in LA, he's a baller, right? Like, the dude can go anywhere on the line. But the other guy, Ogunjobi, like, dude, it's a 1 year. Get the fuck. You should have got out of that contract. Should have got out of that deal once that came up and walked away from it. He's not that important of a player. You could have used the money elsewhere. I mean, I just don't get it.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. He's here now.
And I hope he's successful here because.
I hope so too. Yeah, I hope so too.
Duck mode, are we going to sign any of the kickers we brought in? Probably not. Unless something really goes wrong with Bass, probably not.
Which would really suck. I'll tell you what. You want to see me lose my shit. If we fucking lose because of a Bass missed fucking field goal in that game, I'm going to be fucking, dude, it ain't going to be a good post game. I'll remember when he missed the one and I was pissed, dude. What game was that?
Preseason game.
I was pissed the preseason. But what game was that he missed? And I was like, this motherfucker.
I don't know.
It was last year. It was a bad one. And I was pissed. Oh, the fucking playoff game. The playoff game. The fucking against the Chiefs.
Oh, 2 years ago?
Yes.
Had a chance to tie it? No.
Yeah.
Pat got the ball back, and I'm not sure we could have stopped him. However,
but still, I wanted to blame him.
Do it. Yeah,
right. Make them have to do it. Yeah.
This is a great one by Nathan. Sanders isn't undersized; he's just under tall.
Right.
I'm not sure we can cover these teams with quick passes on us. Here's the thing with this, Joey. I don't disagree with you, but I've noticed under Nielsen, we batted a lot of balls down this preseason. There was a lot of get your arms up if you're not going to get there. Something we haven't been doing.
Get your fucking 6'7" fucking arms up
and
there.
A lot of our really tall guys, getting your arms up is a big difference.
You know who did that great and I loved it? Who's like a master of it? I know you know. J.J. Watt. Oh, J.J. Watt loved it. And he would intercept the ball a lot of the times on those tips. Mm-hmm. I thought A.J. Epinesa was getting there with that. Remember that? 2 years back? He kind of stopped doing that. Put your fucking hands up. Groot, his first year against Mahomes.
And
get your hands. Stop doing it. All you got to do is you don't have to jump. You're fucking 6'7". Put your fucking hands up. Your wingspan alone is going to be almost 7 foot. Get them up there.
And our defensive line, our interior defensive line, never did. But I've noticed I've noticed this preseason a lot of that from every level. Getting your hands up. I like. I
love it. Yeah.
Tommy, would you bet $300 Buffalo takes down Lamar week 1?
I do think Buffalo wins. Would I bet $300? No, because I don't bet that big. Would I bet on it? Sure. Yep.
You bet 30.
I bet $30. I bet $50 on it. But listen, me saying I wouldn't bet 300 is not saying I'm not confident. It's just I don't bet that large amount. But I think it's going to be a heavyweight fight. Like it's going to be, Tyson Holyfield. It's you know what I mean. It's like this. That's a big showdown Sunday night. Right? Who's biting who's here? Right.
Dan Campbell's not here. Talking about biting kneecaps.
Biting kneecaps. No.
So bring the same old players back. It is what it is. It's in the end of the day. I'm excited for what we're going to be able to see this year. I'm kind of with Jarek in the fact that I would like to hurry up and get to the playoffs, but I don't also want to hurry up and get to the playoffs because I want our young guys to get the experience.
They got it
of the regular season, so they're ready for the playoffs.
Absolutely. And I listen. I still love the regular season, and like Mikey said too, you got to have it because that's the whole thing about this sport is you can have a stacked team, but by week 18, the end, are you stacked still? Because there's a lot of injuries that take place during the course of a season. I mean, look at the Lions last year. Their whole defense was jacked up. They had the most injuries, I think, by any team by a landslide. So that's the whole fun part about the NFL. It's like you never know, right, how a season's going to go due to injuries, just injuries alone, right? So, and some teams like the Bengals, they just don't put it together right away, and then they're fighting for a playoff spot in the last 5 games of the season. So
it's one of the reasons why I wanted the Bengals week 1, not the Ravens.
Dude, right? Because that's what they do. I'm with you.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, give us the Bengals week 1. That works.
Yeah. Oh, I would have took it all day.
Randy says it just seems crazy for a year 9 head coach going into week 1 with cornerback questions, safety questions, shaky kicker, injury prone guys like Bosa and Shaq Thompson. You know, I don't know why it seems crazy. We've been doing this year over year.
Yes.
But if you goes back to what Jessica was talking about earlier, right? We hone in with a microscope on the Bills. You go look at every fan base around the league. A lot of them feel the same way we do about their teams.
Absolutely. We're not alone.
Dallas fans are happy today. They just traded their best player.
Right. And they're hearing their owner saying, "We got better."
Yeah.
But you're right. He's high as hell. But as a fan, I also get the side of it where you have fans that are trying to be optimistic. We call them optimistic fans, right? Where it's like, okay, well, maybe there's some good to that. I get that part of it too, because you're trying to be optimistic. You never know, right? So, you know, I get it, man. I get it.
Nathan, what high ceiling players are on this team other than Josh Allen? James Cook.
High ceiling players. There's a few.
Spencer Brown.
Osiris Torrance. Let's go on the defense side. Groot is a high ceiling player. I still feel like he's
Walker has a smaller, lower floor, but a very high ceiling. If he goes back to look like what he looked like 2 years ago, that's a high ceiling player.
Yeah.
Milano's a former All-Pro, high ceiling. You know what I mean?
Benford,
who's ranked as a top 5-10 corner in the league for the last few years. High ceiling. Max Harrison has all the skill sets for a high ceiling. There's a lot of high ceiling guys. Now, high floor, high ceiling, that's different. We have a lot of low floor, high ceiling guys because we don't know what the floor is. And that's where some of the issue comes in, Nathan.
Correct. Now, if you were to ask the question, what impactful players we have, I would say not a lot. Right? And that's why James Cook got paid. Because they understand you need that.
On a steel door with a Nerf bat.
Right.
They knew about Hoyt. They found out about Ogunjobi. Hey, what's up, Spen?
What up, Spen? How you doing, brother?
Yeah.
It don't matter though. They still could have found a way out of that once found out.
I'm glad I'm not having to account for wasted millions of Mr. Pagula. Terry must be a saint. Very detail-oriented about the new stadium, though. I mean, what's Pagula going to talk about? His Bills are winning, his Sabres are not. Like, is he going to beat down the team that's actually winning still? Like, having Josh Allen has saved this group.
Saved his ass, boy. Really, honestly, that stadium would not even be being built right now, guys. Let's be real. You really think
Josh Allen built.
Yeah, exactly. Come on, guys. Let's be real, all right? Like, but it is what it is. I always tell people this too. Don't, they knew Josh. They did not know that. Like, they had a feeling. They
high ceiling, low floor, and he hit his ceiling.
Right. I mean, it's like, go back, guys. So, like, that's why, like, I will forever thank, of course, Brandon Beane for that draft pick, because go back, watch that draft again. Watch a month before when they're talking about all the quarterbacks coming out. Bro, they were dogging Josh Allen for a long. They gave him his couple good things. But, yeah, and then after we drafted him, this guy will never change. He will be the same. Terry Bradshaw, I'll never forget Bradshaw. Yeah, Bradshaw one year, I remember, like a pregame. It was like his second year. It was like, he'll never get above 60% completion percentage. This is who he is. He was a low percentage in college. He'll be a low percentage. And I'm like, dude, so this is what we dealt with. So no, it's not like Josh Allen was for sure going to be this unbelievable quarterback. They still had to kind of roll the dice on the kid. It could have worked out bad.
Tipper cap to Josh and his worth ethic.
Well, that too. I get that. That's what I'm saying. So but you don't know that. I think they went on it by his skill set, right? So obviously his tools, everything, the big arm, the mobility, and then the interview process, right? Like how smart he was and all that stuff. And they took that going, hey, I think we can teach this kid. I think this kid can learn. I think this kid's going to push himself, right? Look what he's gone through just to get to college. And that's why they drafted him ultimately. They believed in him. And that's where we're at today.
Nathan comes in and says, thanks for being my Trip P substitute. Fellas might tune in again. Welcome back anytime, Nathan. Glad to have you here.
Yes, sure.
It goes nuts. Bosa. Yes, give me Bosa, baby. I'm a Bosa guy. I love him. Jarek says Cook, Brown, Walker, Greg, Bernard, Benford, Sanders, Jackson are all high ceiling players. They all have different floors, though. That's the big thing. Josh Allen was a high ceiling player with a different floor. Tremaine Edmonds, high ceiling player, different floor.
Yeah.
Some guys hit that high ceiling and become, and take that next step. Josh took the next step to X Factor, game record.
Yep.
Some guys haven't got there. They're good and they have a high ceiling. They haven't hit that next level yet.
Right. I'm with you, Mike. I think every player, for the most part, that we've talked about tonight, the Rousseaus and the Bernards and the Benfords, I think they all have taken steps forward in their career, which is great. It's what you want. But I don't think they take giant leaps. I would say Benford took a bigger leap than most of those guys because he has really gotten, if you're talking top 10 corner, which he is, I mean, that's crazy, right? The amount of growth that he has because 6th round pick, not supposed to start. So I would say he took the biggest leap out of those younger core guys that we have, the Rousseaus and all them. But they're still, but they haven't regressed, right? The Rousseaus, and I feel like they're still on a good trajectory, but they have to get better, right? There has to become a time where they have to take that giant leap. And let's hope it's this season.
Yep. Tommy, they say Epinesa gets his hands up all the time in practice. That's why White and Michelle are so good. Oops, they got cut. So maybe Epinesa is not that great. Tron is a great nickel. Tron's one of the league's best nickels.
Correct.
Love that guy. Spence says, I'm glad to have that effect. I should get an achievement award for that. Like those in the video games. That's fun. Okay, Tommy, we've gone through the 53. We've spent an hour and 22 minutes just.
That was fun. Bitching.
Going down a rabbit hole.
Bitching a little bit, you mean?
You found a way to kill my mood. But you
brought
it back.
Sorry.
You brought it back.
I did.
I like the conversation at the end. It was much more positive. Round it
Let me
out. Hopefully we didn't lose
on.
Jessica. Hopefully we lose Jessica early to the negative talk, and she was there for some of the positive stuff at the end. Overall, how happy are we with 50 man? I like our 53. I'll be honest. I do.
My God.
I love that Shavers made it. I think I would like us to do more work in the safety room, but that's not a this year problem. That's a next year's problem because there's nothing we can do about it now. And I like to just keep building that defense. I like what our offense does. I want us to keep building our defense. I'll be very interested next year, and this is a future Tommy and Mike conversation, what we do with our center and our left guard next year as both of their contracts are up. But that's a later conversation. We get a whole season, and for the fans that are still out there listening to us after our long-winded rant earlier, enjoy the ride this year. Josh is in his prime. Enjoy it. Don't rush it don't rush it through just to get to the playoffs. Let's enjoy every moment of it because the last 8 years have gone by so freaking quick.
Yeah. And you know what we haven't talked about yet?
Yeah, the ICE uniforms.
Yeah, Mike, how are you? Mikey, stop reading my mind, you bastard.
Because that was on my list of things to talk about. Someone said something earlier in the chat about they really liked those uniforms.
Dude, I think they're solid.
I really haven't seen them yet.
I do. I'll pop it on. Yeah, I'll pop it on screen now. I think they're tight, man.
You like them?
I do.
I really haven't seen them yet.
All right, let me get to the.
Oh, back to that.
No, I was on there already.
I'm just kidding.
Let me go. And there's some picture of food. I don't know what that's about.
Yeah, buddy.
All right. So there they are, but I'm going to give you a better picture right here.
Oh, wow. Okay. Ooh, I like the Bills logo on the shoulder. So is it blue, silver, and white?
Yeah. So it's white uniforms with blue, silver, kind of like almost like ice on the lettering or the numbers.
That helmet.
Dude, that helmet is sick. I want
that helmet.
Yeah, and then the iced out Bills logo, which is kind of like it's just dope, bro.
Yeah.
Like that's Deion Dawkins is like in love with it because the snowman iced out, like he's like good. It's perfect for him. So yeah, so that's what it looks like.
Did you know the Bills were actually white, blue, and silver at one point?
No, I didn't even know that. No, wait, years
back
ago,
in the 60s.
Yeah, see, no, wasn't watching the 60s.
No, I'm just saying. I heard that.
Yeah,
it's a frosted blue.
Yeah, it's a frosted blue.
Comes and says it's a frosted blue. Those are sick, dude. I like them.
No, I like them a lot. I thought I thought all the rivalry jerseys look pretty good. San Francisco 49ers have a really nice one too.
Do they? I haven't seen any other ones. I briefly saw the Bills one this week, but it wasn't.
The Rams was okay.
Mm-hmm. Haven't seen them all. The Rams were okay.
Yeah, those aren't not bad.
You know,
the Jets, I thought the Jets were pretty good too. I'm not gonna lie. They did like Patriots? The Patriots to me was the most boring, but I saw some people like them. To me, they look almost Colts uniform. For me, I just they just don't do it for me. The Jets went kind of Gotham City, and that's what they're naming it. So it's like a dark. I
like that. I like
that. Black and
is this
green.
The Nickel City one?
No, they just went Gotham City.
No, I'm on the Bills were like Nickel City.
Oh, yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Callie says, "What's the joy if we can't win a Super Bowl? You can still enjoy watching Josh play."
Yeah, I get. Listen,
win a Super Bowl. Yeah, you still gotta enjoy.
I'm with you. Play. Yeah, I get what Callie's coming from because the ultimate goal at the end, and we say this all the time, like we want a Super Bowl, right? That should be everybody's goal and mindset. Like we know what we could do. Josh is great. But at the end of the day, I get it, Callie. Like I totally get where you're coming from, and that's where I'm coming from. And I think, like we got it. We want more. You know what I mean? Like we know we're a good team. We know we could be a great team. We just got to get it done. You know what I mean? And then we can all celebrate and be happy, and it doesn't matter after that. You know what I mean? It really doesn't.
Yeah. Royce says, "What game are we wearing?" I think it's the Sunday night game against the Falcons.
Patriots.
Those Patriots.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We're wearing our throwbacks against the Falcons, the standing buffalo against the Falcons.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So the Patriots game is what they said. That at least that I saw.
Patriots, right?
Yeah, I believe.
I think it's a nationally televised game, and they're not wearing theirs. We're just wearing ours.
And if you want to buy, by the way, if you want to buy, it's not available until September 10th. Okay. If you want to buy like a hoodie, or I might buy a hoodie. But boy, the hoodie I'm gonna have to wear in house. Can never wear out because you'll get dirty so quick.
Yeah, not the white.
And the hat, I'm sure, would be dope too. But once again, you got to wear it. You can't be going out working on your car. You know what I mean?
That would be
cutting your lawn, and
that'd be podcast only hat.
Right.
You know,
and it's going to be a $60 hat, so you better put it somewhere really nice.
A podcast only hat. You know, you wear gloves when you put it on, so your finger oils don't get all over it.
I got one. I got two $60 hats that I never wear. They're in my room. They're awesome. Don't get me wrong. And a lot of the other hats are like $30, $40
them next week so I can see what they look like.
Oh, dude, the one is a salute hat, a salute to the troops hat. It's nice, Mike. And matter of fact, you would love it.
I don't own a hat that I've never wore.
Oh, dude, I've worn it, but I'm just saying I don't. Very rare. It's super rare. I'll show you next week. I'll bust out my hats next week.
All right. Joey says hit that like button.
Yes, hit it.
I always forget to tell everyone.
I always
It's all
forget.
like
I say it in my videos. I forget in the live. Damn it. Thank you.
They're wearing them against the patch. Yes. The jerseys drop September 10th. I want the helmet.
The jersey's tight too.
That's gonna be my new thing. I'm just gonna start collecting the helmet.
The helmet would be sick. You're right. And if you can get an autograph with that,
I don't care about that. Let's see
dude,
Josh
but
Allen's
come on.
autograph.
That's what I'm saying. If you somehow could, bro, you better lock it up.
Yeah. That's gonna cost you a pretty penny to get that one done.
Yeah, pretty penny. Yeah.
Bills and uniforms have Bill Mafia stitched on the inside of
It does. I forgot about that too. Yes, it's in the
That's
inside
awesome.
of the. It's in the inside of the jersey. Yep.
Nice. So for you college football nuts, did you know it's 13-13 Colorado and Georgia Tech
No, jeez.
at the end of the third?
No.
Barn burn
Yeah.
in college.
Let's get
Tommy,
to
what's
some
that on
stuff and
tap?
we'll get.
We're an hour and a half in. What do we got? going on?
Yeah. So I don't have much. So let's get to our silent co-host. They did top 5
Tommy's favorite co-host.
favorite co-hosts. They got
talk
takeaways from the Bills NFL roster cut down day. All right.
Oh,
So let's
God.
see what they
never
got
agree
to
with
say.
These guys.
And that's why I love it, because we always fight. Me and these guys. Harrison to miss time. Okay, we don't need to read that. We know that.
Surprise.
Surprise. Shavers does enough, but another curious receiver too. It says interesting. It says wide receiver Terrell Shavers made the roster after his huge summer. Many in Bills Mafia were rooting for him. Interesting. So did Curtis Samuel. Based on his playing time, we will see if this was motivated by his skill or salary cap hit of $3 million. If he was cut once, we see him playing during the season. What do you think? I don't know what the hell they're talking about there, but okay.
They're saying that by scale or the cap hit of $3 million. If
I see. Oh, like we would cut because he got cut before. Right.
Yeah.
So what do you got to say about that?
I think it's a skill and contract combined. I think it's a little bit of both.
I'm with
because you saw what he did at the end of last season.
Yeah,
he is a good player. The problem is keeping him on the field. I think what kept him on this roster, honestly, is his contract.
Yes,
but man, that he's there now. Let's tap into that skill.
I just cannot believe that the guy can't stay healthy. Like, I can't believe it. Like, I never knew he was this kind of player. You know what I mean? Because, like you said, when healthy, the guy's a Swiss Army knife. The dude literally can be anywhere on the field on offense.
And he makes plays.
He makes plays. Like, he has good hands, good speed. He's a good receiver, right? A good gadget guy. Like, but if the guy can't be on the field, can't see the field, then what's the point? And the point is he's getting paid. If we cut him, we're eating that contract. So he made the team, I think, just because of that. Really, honestly.
Randy,
you want to read that?
I'm so with you on this. You know, they're never going to get a quarterback like Josh again. Guy's a great athlete, leader, community guy, loves his play. You know, they have to win one for him or it's not going to happen. Like, I can't say it'll never happen, but man, if they fumble this away with the generational talent that Josh Allen is, it'll be so sad. It's
gonna be a sad. Yeah, it'll be one of those things we look back on, because we'll call it the Allen era. I won't call it the McDermott era, the McBean era. It will be the Allen era and what went wrong. You know what I mean? And it's going to be what will be really heartbreaking is it'll be 2 quarterbacks that we've had here that were pretty much Hall of Famers. I mean, Allen, if he continues, will be a Hall of Famer. That didn't win a Super Bowl, right? And that's really heartbreaking to know that we had that guy here, a really good quarterback, great quarterback, and we still couldn't get a Super Bowl. Like, that would be sad. So hopefully that doesn't happen.
Nope.
Hopefully
it's
figure
not
it
gonna
out.
happen. We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna get over the hump. We're gonna get bring a Super Bowl back to Buffalo. Roy says save some cash, buy a mini helmet, Mikey.
Yep. Next one. Former draft picks not safe. Says EU was a 5th round pick of the Bills just a year ago.
Yeah.
It's gone.
Gone.
A chance to go as Venner Shaq Thomas was kept as depth linebacker, which me and Mikey thought, he should have been.
Was a better play.
It was a better play.
And you showed nothing in his 2 years that he
didn't.
He was going to be a contributor. Nothing.
Yep. It happens. I mean,
it wasn't like, you know, Carlo. Ciarlo, or whatever.
Beat him. Yeah, Carlo. We'll just call him Carlo.
Yeah, Carlo. He honestly made more impact plays in the 12 days he was in Buffalo
I know.
than
He wasn't even
you did in 2 years.
Right, which says a lot, which tells you everything. Tells you everything right there. D-line cuts still coming. Says the Bills kept these players on the defensive line: Ed Oliver, Daquan Jones, Dwayne Carter, T.J. Sanders, Deion Walker, Rousseau, Bosa, Panessa, Solomon, Landon Jackson. With Hoyt and Ogunjobi serving 6-game suspension. There were no surprises in this position group. Yep, you did. In terms of cuts, nearly everyone made it. Their actually cut deadline will come after those suspensions. What happens then? So, Mikey, what does happen? That's a great question. What
Chances
happens
are someone's hurt and they take the place of someone being hurt.
But let's say they're not. What do you do?
Probably Solomon goes.
Yeah.
Would be my guess.
Jackson, yeah.
No, it won't be Jackson. He was a third round
practice squad. Oh, they're not going to risk the practice squad. It's going to come up. You're right. I would say Solomon.
Or they trade Epinesa.
Ooh, by the deadline.
And maybe they move Epinesa. If Solomon is showing something in the first 8 weeks, they probably move Epinesa. If he hasn't, there's a chance Solomon gets released and hope to get him back on the practice squad. Because Hoyt's going to come in and actually do something.
Hoyt, I believe, yes, correct.
But I said you nailed it because you finally said Ogunjobi correctly, and I'm proud of you for that. You've been fighting his name all off season.
I'll still mess up his name next time I say it. I'll probably mess up now. Ogunjobi. Ogunjobi. All right.
You nailed it.
Next up. One time. That's all I got. Safety not set. Taylor Rapp, Cole Bishop, DeMar Hamlin, rookie Jordan Hancock were kept at the safety position. Throwing versatile Cam Lewis. But this group has been shaky throughout the preseason. So enter Jordan Poyer. 34-year-old veteran could be a mentor, or perhaps will Poyer play if the group struggles that much. His signing is very interesting. And that's the end of that article. So it is.
Yeah.
All right. I got one more. This one's just a quirky one I saw, and then we'll get to AI and we're done. This one here, Real Men of Genius. Yes, Real Men of Genius is tonight. This one is funny, dude. Have you seen this list yet?
Before you move on.
Yes. Okay. No problem.
Spence says, can they just trade Carter? They don't need a reason. They can do it for shits and giggles. They could trade Carter.
They could.
I don't think.
Yeah.
I mean, they will. I guess it doesn't have to be for the defensive tackle who's in it. Carter could be, traded. Daquan could be traded.
Absolutely. There's players, Epinesa, Carter.
There's a chance Ogunjobi just gets released.
That could happen as well. Absolutely. So, I mean, it's going to be interesting to see when his time is up, when he's ready to come back, what they do, and who's hurt by then, who's playing well, who's not. Trade deadline will be interesting to see who's out there, who's available. Will Bean make any type of moves? Will we need to make any type of moves? We may not. We'll see. Normally, we have to. I mean, normally there's something that we should do. All right, Mikey, have you seen this list or no?
I have not. The funniest college football names of 2025. Okay.
Dude, these are actual names. General Booty. These are real players.
Quarterback for Oklahoma?
Yes, I guess. Yeah, quarterback. Yes, Oklahoma Sooners. General
Is that
Booty.
Josh Booty's brother?
I don't know, but his name's General Booty. That's all I know.
Well, I mean, there was a Josh Booty for UFC.
You should look it up. I don't know. Somebody in the chat, look it up. It's General Booty.
Related
the General of Booties. Is he related? Oh, what a name. My God, what a name. And there is a name that's not on this list because he plays for Eastern Michigan. You guys can look it up. They actually put him out of college football video games.
General Booty is the nephew of Josh Booty.
Oh, there you go. What a name, General. All right, next up, Decoldus Crawford. That's an interesting name. This one, Pig Cage. Mikey, you like Pig Cage? I mean,
okay.
Wow. Okay. Booby Curry. Shitta. Is that Shitta Salaya? I mean,
that can't be how you say it.
Shida, probably Shida.
Yeah,
I mean,
it cannot be how that's pronounced.
I don't know.
Shida's probably correct.
Shida, right?
Celia. Shida Celia.
Shida Celia. Okay.
Hot Rod Fitton.
Hot Rod Fitton. Fat Watts.
That's got to be a nickname. Hot Rod Fitton's got to be a nickname.
I don't know, man. These are names. That's what they're going with. Fat Watts. Fish McWilliams. Squirrel White. Squirrel White. What, man. New Zealand Williams. Is that? This is like a Key and Peele, right? Kind of.
Yeah.
Blazing Lano. Bro, you blazing that new Longo Juan strain. Bubba Baxa. Chief Borders.
I'm not gonna lie, I like Bubba Baxa. That's a good name.
It is a good name. Demon Clowney
related to Javon.
Dude, look it up. Look it up, Mikey, before we move on. That's a great. He may be. What a name. Demon Clowney. That's a hell of a name, boy. Demon Clowney. Let us know, Mikey.
Give me a second.
Says linebacker on the plot to Stephen King's It. Demon Clowney.
Yes, Demon Clowney is related to Javon Clowney. They're cousins.
There you go. There you go. Javinsky Schlenbaker. Okay. Efsians Priceock. Sammy Stoner. That's a good one. Sammy Stoner. Panda Askew. Buck Coors. God, their parents, what were they doing to these kids? Chancellor Brewington.
I love that name. That's just such a football player name.
Yes, it is. Wing Green. Dylan, I don't even know. Daringthow. Cash Walker.
Woo, there we go.
Cash Walker, baby. Jager Bull. Blaise Gunser. Hero Canoe. Casey Legg. Isaac Dark Angel. Patty Turner. And Maschimo Biscardi. And yes, that's the list, Mikey. Yes.
There's a few really good ones in there.
There was.
Funny. This is great. Pause. Age restriction inbound.
Yeah, and if you guys, there is a guy for Eastern Michigan. Can't say his name here, but it's real. Yes. It's legit. Yes. And they kept him off college football video game because of the name. Yeah. Which is unbelievable.
Leave it to Jarek to know that's Javon's cousin.
Of course. Jarek knows. Pig is that is a crazy name.
Pig is straight up child abuse.
How do you name your kid Pig?
It's got to be a nickname. But that might even be worse.
Spin, you can look it up. I'm not saying that. And by the way, there is a proper way of saying the guy's name from Eastern Michigan. He did say on YouTube it's not
what it sounds like.
Yes, but announcers have a tough time. Okay, so
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
All right. Any
Noah. We're gonna call him Noah.
Chance. Noah K.
Noah K.
Noah K. Followed by some other stuff. So terrible. Anyways, Mikey. Any AI questions tonight for you?
Yes.
Any AI for anyone? Yeah, you do? Okay. Let me pop it up.
The first one we talked about earlier about the challenges.
Oh, that's right.
What was the Buffalo Bills challenge record in 2024?
All right. They said they were 1 for 5.
Ohio State. Ooh. It's a good one.
They don't.
Got a super chat, Tommy. Give it to me.
All right. Let me get back to it. All right. You know it's coming.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Really
it doesn't.
that. Thanks, guys. Great show. Army's looking good.
It doesn't say. It doesn't tell me. AI doesn't know. Yeah. So.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, we'll have to. If somebody in the chat knows, yeah, but it said according to ESPN. Of course, the guy could be lying. Who knows?
Yeah, ESPN's and commentators also have fact checkers, and they said that
Right.
Lamar Jackson's beat Josh Allen in the playoffs. So
Exactly.
tell me how much ESPN actually checks their stuff.
Right. Oh, let's see. All right. Let's see here. All right. Will the Bills? See, I like Grok better, but it only lets me ask so many questions. So what's his question? Because I'm on a different thing. Will the Bills?
Ask AI. Will the Bills finally get a safety with range in this upcoming draft? In the 2026 NFL draft.
Yeah. And, okay. So I am going to use Grok on this because Grok seems to work better for me. So here we go. All right. Boy, it's going in slow motion today.
Yeah.
It didn't even really give me an answer. Boy, AI is slipping up today, man.
Right.
Yeah, it didn't even, I don't know. I don't get it. Did not give me the answer.
Okay, keep going out.
Nothing.
What did you ask? So it's reviewing mock drafts.
Oh, okay, maybe it's still thinking.
It's thinking. It's reviewing.
AI's like, hey, calm down, Tommy. Oh, okay. It's searching the web. All right, I got it. I'm sorry, Grok. Well, this is a tough one. Jerk really messed up. That's what Grok. Grok has to do some really deep digging here. Oh, right here. Oh, it said something there. There are some names. Look, Dylan. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I wonder if the conclusion. That's it. So it says forming the core group, Jordan Poyer. Okay. This team could indeed address this in the 2026 NFL draft as the class features a strong core of safeties with notable range and playmaking ability. It says Caleb Downs from Ohio State, Dylan Thieneman from Oregon, Michael Tariff from Texas, and Kamari Ramsey, USC. So that's who they're saying that we could potentially get next year. If that's a good answer from AI. Yo, Mikey and Tommy, how are we feeling about the Bills' new uniforms and the rest of the division new uniform? I like them all. I got to be honest with you. Arizona, I'm not crazy about. I thought the Cardinals was kind of weak. I saw some people like it, but I'm not feeling it. The rest I kind of like. My buddy Captain D, Dolphins fan, he does not like the Dolphins uniform. I thought the Dolphins uniform looks pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. But he does not like it. He thinks no bueno.
Sophie says,
the Bills
AI question.
Yes.
What college football player's name rhymes with Fig Rage?
All right. What college football player?
Don't get Tommy banned.
With what? How do I say
rhymes with Fig, Fig, Rage.
All
Fig,
right.
just Fig dash or space Rage.
Oh,
okay,
Fig,
okay. Second name Rage.
Gotcha. Okay. Oh, jeez.
You can only ask 2.
Yeah, Grok. Remember, I used to be able to ask a lot more. That's all right. I got the other. Backup plan.
By the way, I asked ChatGPT that question. On his career, he's 10-23.
10-23.
Yeah, so he's lost 23. It does not have 2024 numbers public, so I don't know where ESPN came up with those numbers.
It says the college football player whose name rhymes with figure eight is Wayne Edmonds. I don't even know how that.
Okay,
that's what they're saying. I don't know how that goes, but they didn't say what it was last year.
No, it says the not publicly available in aggregated form.
Okay, weird.
See,
according to ESPN, we were 1 for 5, so I don't know. Who knows what they know?
Shave. Ask.
We've asked
is
this.
McDermott going to get fired? No, it says it's not. He's not going to get fired. We've already asked that and it's been answered.
Yes, we did. Yes, we
Kappa
did.
is a strong safety, but we'll see what he does without Mbuka. Yeah, Mbuka was so good. There's so many safeties we could have gone with this year that would have fit, or last year. Why we didn't double down on safety like we did defensive tackle, I'll never understand. The only way McDermott gets fired before next season if some sort of scandal or Josh Allen gets pissed and says something.
Yeah, and that's not going to happen. Like, when have you ever seen that? Like, Allen doesn't throw anybody under the bus. Yeah, that's awesome. When something really bad happens to me, okay, and that would not be a good day.
Who was the best NFL retired player who didn't make the Hall of Fame? Ooh, that's a good one.
That's a good question. Oh, all right, Seth. Hold on. Let me.
That's a real good one.
Yeah. So let me pull that back up.
Why not use the real Chat GPT?
I mean, I use them. I use all different ones.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna Chat GPT. All right. So what's the question?
The question was, who's the best NFL retired player? Say, who's the best retired NFL player who didn't make the Hall of Fame?
Okay. All right. Let's pull this up.
And I'm asking that question for you, Sophie, in ChatGPT. Is James Cook dynamic? And ChatGPT says yes. James Cook has proven to be a dynamic and versatile runner for the Buffalo Bills, particularly during the 2024 season. His performance was instrumental in the Bills' offensive success, culminating in a 13-4 regular season.
Okay, here we go, Mikey. So, best NFL players, not to have, not in the Hall of Fame, it should be.
Mm-hmm.
They're saying Ricky Waters, San Francisco 49ers.
Oh, Ricky was so good.
Rushed for over 10,000 yards, nearly 500 receptions,
so good.
91 total touchdowns. So
no one talks about him either.
They don't, and I'm with you.
Yeah, he's not even.
Right, he's not even brought up.
No, he was so good.
And those are great numbers. Ken Anderson, quarterback in the 70s, 80s, winning the NFL MVP in 81. Led the Bengals to a Super Bowl appearance. Didn't win one, but he got him there.
He's not even.
No.
Okay.
It says Sterling Sharp, though. He's in it.
Made it this year. Yep, he made it this year.
I don't know why they're bringing that up. That's it. Yep.
Yeah.
And that's Chat GPT. So, yep.
Laugh out loud. James Cook is dynamic. Take that, Tommy.
Well, whatever. He's not elite.
Matter of fact, this conclusion. James Cook's dynamic skill set is a consistent performance in 2024 says solidified his role as a key playmaker for the Buffalo Bills. His ability to impact the game in multiple facets makes him a valuable asset to the team's offensive strategy. As he enters the 2025 season, Cook is poised to continue his upward trajectory in the NFL. Do you want me to ask if he's considered elite?
Sure. I don't think he is, though. I don't give a shit what they say. Oh, man.
Elite. Let's see.
Elite's a strong word, bro.
It's searching the web.
Yeah, searching the web. Gotta search the web for spin.
Yes,
what spin says.
James, it says yes. James Cook has firmly established himself as an elite running back in the NFL.
Totally wrong. Who made that AI spin in his basement?
In 2024, he led the league with 16 rushing touchdowns, tying it for the NFL lead in total touchdowns with 18, including 2 receiving scores. He also surpassed 1,000 yards rushing, becoming the first Buffalo Bill since LaShawn McCoy in 2017 to reach that milestone.
Okay, but he did it 1 year. That's not.
His performance. No, it says his performance earned him a spot in the 2024 Pro Bowl, making his first Pro Bowl selection. Additionally, Cook's impact was recognized by Pro Football Focus, which ranked him among the top 101 players for 2025, placing him at 82. But they didn't talk about just this year. They talked about his previous year too.
Previous year, he only had 4 touchdowns, though. I mean, like,
but he still had over 1,000 yards.
Yeah, but that's not elite. There's no way that's elite.
Has gone nothing but up, is what it says.
But that ain't elite.
Recognitions and team investment in him. Cook is undying. I can't say that word. You know, he's absolutely an elite running back in the NFL. There we go.
Well, I think they're absolutely full of shit. All right. Are you ready?
Well, the internet's never wrong, Tommy. You should know that.
You're right. I should know that. You're right. Never wrong. All right. My God, man.
Exactly. Take that, Tommy.
You guys.
Are you guys going to do a halftime gig? Probably not.
Probably not. You know what? I may this year.
Roy Cook is not elite yet. Well, the internet begs to differ.
If I tell you what, Callie, real quick, if I do choose to do it,
wrong.
And whatever, AI. If I choose to do it, it will be a quick halftime report. That's what I mean quick.
Because you stick to your guns, even when it says it in black and white on the screen, you're like, nope, I don't believe.
Hey, Roy has my back. There we go, Roy. Roy knows what's up. I got some people have my back.
You're going with the Debbie Downer of Roy, who's always the pessimist, who always says he's the pessimist. Really,
Roy, you're my dog. You're my dog. You're my dog, Roy. I knew. I listen.
The Bills aren't winning this weekend. Oh, I should have guessed the other way.
Yeah. All right, y'all ready for some real men of genius?
I'm sorry, Tommy. They're Team Mikey. Cook's elite.
Yeah. Nah, stop that, y'all. You all know what's it.
Roy's the only one that's Team Tommy on this one, brother.
Nah, come on, y'all Team Tommy, man. Don't disappoint me. Don't make me go into bed crying.
We need to get back
don't do that to me.
We've been green too much. We need to get back to the Team Tommy, Team Mikey thing.
Yeah, we got it. We got to bring that back, man. Let's do it.
Real
let's
men
do
of
it.
Genius.
Yeah, we'll do a couple tonight, man. Why not? All right. Which one am I gonna do?
I remember the halftime rants, Tommy. When you went on hashtag.
Oh, dude.
You and Joe together, ranting.
Dude. All right, this one's for our boys in Texas.
Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Way Too Proud of Texas Guy.
Mr. Way Too Proud of Texas Guy.
Men from lesser states may know their state's capital, but you know your state's bird, tree, and even reptile.
Love that horny toad.
You display your pride with your Lone Star tattoo, native Texan bumper sticker, and contempt for any state that doesn't start with Tex and end with is.
That spells Texas.
Sure, there are 49 other states in the Union, but they're smaller, wussier, and the people talk funny.
Yankee wussies.
So crack open an ice cold Bud Light, oh lover of the Lone Star State, because all that flag waving must have made you mighty thirsty.
Mr. Way Too Proud of Texas.
Bud Light beer, Anheuser-Busch.
Way too proud of Texas guy. Oh my God! All right, I get another one. Again. All right, let's go with. We'll go with this one.
Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Parking Attendant Flashlight Waver.
Mr. Parking Attendant Flashlight Waver.
Leaving the security of your 2 by 2 foot heated hut, you light the way.
Show me the way.
Defying physics and most insurance policies, you wedge my midsize into the space of a compact. While you act like you couldn't care less about my car, I know deep down inside, you don't. So crack open an ice-cold Bud Light, O czar of the parked car. As long as that extra sawbuck translates to easy out, we'll keep pulling her in. Bud Light beer, Anheuser-Busch.
We couldn't park without you. That's so true, though. By the way, you ever gone to one of those lots where it's like, I can't make it, man. There's no way you can. Come on, and they yell at you. Come on.
Then you have to pull in your mirrors and then climb out the trunk because they backed you in.
Bro, they put you so close to the car behind. Come on.
Here's the thing: the more cars, the more money.
Absolutely.
Or they'll have you drive in and then you climb out your trunk.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I've been in some funny ones, man. It's just like, what the fuck? Oh, dude, they're great.
Are they right?
They are so funny, man.
All right, Tommy, what's on tap for next week? As the weekend.
Yeah. You know what, though? Hold on, Mikey. Hold on. One more because
call coming in.
Yeah, go ahead, guys. I'm gonna do one more because we have no show Monday. I'll probably do two more. What not? Because we're missing Monday, so we're gonna do two more here for Monday. Because we're gonna be off Monday for Labor Day. So let's play the next one.
Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Fancy Coffee Shop Coffee Pourer.
Mr. Fancy Coffee Shop Coffee Pourer.
What do you do with a master's degree in art history? You get a nose ring and pour coffee for a living.
Pour it on now.
Why is it called a latte? Maybe because it costs a latte, and it takes a latte time to make.
A whole lot of latte.
Someone ordered a cappuccino? Step aside. Let the man who works the milk foamer take over.
Step aside.
Sure, you charge $5 for a cup of coffee. It's putting that tip jar out that takes real guts.
Yeah!
So crack open an ice-cold Bud Light, guru of the ground roast. It's not the caffeine that gives us the buzz. It's you.
Mr. Fancy Coffee Shop Coffee
Bud Light beer.
I'm playing one more because we're missing Mondays, Mikey. So I'm giving them four tonight. All right. So last
Ben's
one of the
not happy
night.
with you, by the way.
Oh, because our Monday, it's Labor Day, man. Labor Day.
And
all right, here we go.
Get your ass to work day.
That's right.
Bud
I gotta work.
Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Doggy Day Spa Operator.
Mr. Doggy Day Spa Operator.
Watching your dog endure the hard knock life of sleeping, eating, and going number 2. You created a doggy utopia for him to sleep, eat, and go number 2.
That's $200.
Leaving your dog in a car on a 90-degree day, inhumane. Leaving your dog in a 90-degree sauna, pampering.
Another $200.
Some people shave their dogs for the summer. You shave them, trim their split ends, and add highlights.
Your bill $600.
So crack open an ice cold Bud Light, oh pripper of the pooch. Every dog will have its day, as long as it has an appointment.
Mr. Doggy Day Spa
Bud Light beer.
They are expensive, by the way, if you ever take your dog to
Yes.
So anyways, guys, let me tell you what's on tap. I will be here tomorrow. AFC East Shakedown is back. If you guys missed it, well, it's back at 12 noon. So tomorrow at 12 noon. And Juan, the OG of AFC East Shakedown, is back this season. So tomorrow we'll be talking about the AFC East offseason. We're going to do a recap. And then from there on out, it's every Saturday at 12. So you don't want to miss that. Monday, obviously, me and Mikey are off for Labor Day. And then we will return on Friday at 9 p.m. And then pregame for me, postgame for us. And then Monday I'll be on with Dan Mitchell, and then Monday we'll be back and
for
different time.
For our first
yes, for our first Monday night uncensored at 10:15. So we'll remind you again. But like I said, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. That's when you know when we go live. All right, guys, Bills Mafia, you guys have a great Labor Day weekend. We love you, and as always, go Bills. We're out of here. Peace.
Go Bills.
Go Bills.